Hello, dear viewer. The walkthrough of Arms Trade Tycoon Tanks is starting. I can't tell you right away that it will go all the way to the final, because I've shown the game in the demo once and it didn't seem to me that it was very interesting to play it for a long time, but suddenly. So here we go. It's early access, so it may not be ready in terms of content, in terms of mechanics, but in the demo it didn't have all the mechanics, so I didn't think it was that good, but we'll see. Right now, we've got the campaign for the UK just available. 3 levels of difficulty. Well, of course, turn on maximum difficulty. You're almost bankrupt. The enemies know what you're doing. Nobody wants to pay much. For tanks, the horror of it. Britain was the first country to invent the tank, and it's been a leader in tank building ever since. Understandably, Britain's history of tank building. If you're interested, you can hit pause and explore it, but I'm still interested in peeking in to see what the game changed in last week's demo. Okay, campaign title. News. Tank corps are being formed. Now there will be tank contracts emerging. 4th year. Well, let's look at what's changed. Well, externally, nothing has changed. There was no zoom, and there wasn't. And it's painted. Well, in my opinion, it's not really cool. Because I can see the pixels right here still. What in all the time since the demo until early access, the external game doesn't seem to have changed. Well, let's run around inside the lodges. And this is the test building. This is where they're going to race tanks around the tank farm. Here he comes, by the way, but again, you can't zoom in. See up close how he's riding there. Offices, Office L, here's the building improvements I don't remember. That might add interest. Warehouses. Oh, well, up close and personal, it's frankly scary looking. Very scary. Some of the modeling is just so off. You can buy a lot of models nowadays, with an extended license for commercial use. Well, that's a straight. Engineer. Yeah, there's all sorts of improvements here as well. These are the building improvements that either weren't in the demo or I've forgotten them already, seeing straight up how many of them there are now. There's nothing here, and the museum has no improvement. As here, by the way, you can see it up close there. Oh, and you can spin the cameras. There's and there's a house here. There's at least something to see. Oh, of course, there's a half-Fennery flag hanging. But I don't want to really consider the whole thing. The graphics certainly look so against the backdrop of modern games. But maybe the economic component will be interesting. A lot of improvements to the buildings. That's a good thing, because I think there's going to be. By the way, we're running short of pause. Our counselor. Oops. Okay, we got thrown right in, but I want to go straight into the design. Can I get out of design? Oh, more downloads like this. Horrible horror. Loading between the lodge and the design, right? We're going to get to that some more right now. So more or less, I remember the models in the design were not height of Ali in here. But what's the point of uploading here? Okay, let's take a close look at the menu. We're clear on the time now, right? Acceleration, clocks, and all sorts of alerts. Got it. We've got administrators here. So, different perks they have. They have to do management, right? There are engineers here. 50. We don't have 50 engineers doing any. There's 240 workers here. Here are the workers engaged in pre-engineers with the design development, while administrators improving efficiency. We don't have those yet. Next, tanks in the warehouse, 0 out of 50. The resources we have will go into production, a whole bunch of different resources. Well, by the way, we don't even have no rare materials, no metal, no ceramics, no plastics. Composites, no. That's going to be needed later on. Right now we have the glass, steel, rubber, another steel. You bitch, you're carbonizing. All right, okay, and the iron. That's a total of 48,000 out of the 150 we have in stock. So warehouses are present, materials are present. 3 types of employees are present. Not bad. Not bad for economic strategy. Okay. Settings. Maybe in the settings the graphics can be how no, that's it. That's the maximum, a maximum of the graphic. Holy cow. Well, okay. Chiropractors and legends of some sort. Achievements. What do we have here? And what don't we have here yet? Well, there's not that many actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of it total. Aha. That person there will join in the design. If we have something, 30,000. 30,000 points when we score out of 400. Cool administrators will gradually be added. Money will be given. And all sorts of other things. To get to the next stage. So there might be more in stage 2. I was wrong to say there's not much here. That's the first level only. I mean, maybe the second level is as how many levels are there? So there may be a lot more to come here. Maybe enough content with the news. We've already seen the news, haven't we? That's what we've already seen. There's contracts here. Contracts are not available yet, okay. What's that dark button? Unclear. Reports from headquarters on how our tanks are doing in the war. So we know what to do and how to do it. Come on in, we'll make tanks. The active button here is our production level. This has the global map on it. Man, it's subbing again. Holy crap, why are there so many downloads? Oh, that's gross. So, actually, where are we going to fight? Well, not us. Of course, we're not going to fight. Where are we going to have our tanks? Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Well, that's pretty serious. What's that? Capture more. We're going to capture. It's not like we're not participating. Every region is a unique income, a unique territory. Level of urbanization, infrastructure. Well, probably if our tanks are going to help our people. And our people right now. This is the United Kingdom right now. We're going to get more revenue if we expand these regions. So we are not directly involved in the war itself. But we would still be participants. Because we're a military concern that makes tanks. Well, quite a few things here. Could certainly be interesting. Okay, administration. Here we go again with the subloading. Well, that's the one I already remember, and I think the picture was bigger. And now it's with these, cropped, because it's not done under 2000. I think it used to be that these captions, these were in the background of this picture. And now it's just, although maybe it's been redone, of course, maybe that's the point of these black fields here. But my gaze is wasted. You could have put that background on top of that. It's not that kind of background to consider. Here you can zoom in, and we've got a look. There's a table there. It's three-dimensional. It's not a flat screenshot after all, like I thought. It's three-dimensional. You can spin the camera. Yeah. Hey, cat, what are you scratching there, you animal? Okay, well, okay, that's certainly funny, all right, but again, here's the jagged lines, all pixelated at 2000 resolution extension. All in all, it's not very pleasant to look at either. It's downright amazing, but okay, well, let's review them. What do we have? What are the options here? Take out a loan, give the loan to the working engineers. So we're hiring staff available here. No one is available for hire yet. The current rate we have on the loan is 15%. You can look at the capacity of the plant, the capacity of the engineer. Who's busy? Who's not busy? How much for a paycheck? Let's move on. Okay, there's nothing else to press. There's no buttons. That's all there is. It's immediately there. Well, maybe that's not a bad thing, because when here are the offices being made. Where you have to click here, it opens, then click here, it opens. And so you sit there, peppering back and forth. It gets boring eventually too. So maybe it's not a bad thing that it's done all at once like that. Everything's taken out. As the game progresses, it will be clear how good it is. Again, we have another download waiting for us. And here we already have the technology that we're going to use in our manufacturing. Mobility. Firepower. Steel this way, steel that way. Structure. There you go. Why is it done like that? I understand these three tabs right here, but these tabs right here, why are these tabs done? That's weird. Weird buttons for what, right? Well, okay, let them be. Maybe it just didn't all fit. And there's a second stage peeking out over there that we still have to get to. Well, what about the technology? Technology is kind of, well, so, nothing like that. Some amount of it is there. Okay. We'll launch something, maybe right away. So, that's already been researched now? That's already there. In order to research something, we need to understand what our tanks are sagging in, because it's just a waste of resources considering we're already on the verge of bankruptcy. 900,000 we've got. 27 salary, these 11, and there's 64 more on the building. You could write the total so I don't have to add it up myself. Well, under 100, a little over 100 a month. We've got 9 months worth of money. We have 9 months to produce and sell something. Great. Okay, let's move on to engineering. It's going to unload there again. There, right there. Both then and now. This is where they don't spoil us with the zoom, of course. But at least you can see all the rivets. That's a normal draw right there. It's right there for fans of this stuff, of course. I'm not a fan, actually. When I was a kid, I used to like to sit in these strategy games and build model robots, model ships so that they could fly. I always use an automaton now, and I don't see an automatic button here. We're going to have to collect tanks here after all. All right, well, Okay, let's get some tanks. Okay, a little bit later, and we'll stick it in. Switching the camera, here we go. What are they pushing? I don't know what that button does. I don't know what it does. It's clear on one thing. We'll plug the parts into the holes. So, those are our turrets, right? The primary gun, secondary weapon, engine, well, and the caterpillars. It's all going to have to be put together in one piece. Reverse engineering. Okay, reverse engineering. We're the ones who have to take over someone else's tank and strip it for parts. That's going to come later. Design. Okay, well this is where we're going to be. Okay, what if we make a tank here? I don't get it then. Putting the pieces together. Well, here what? Not putting the pieces together. I don't really understand the difference yet. Like there was put the pieces together. Save design. No, nothing saved. Reboot again. Okay, I guess we'll figure it out. Production. So production. This is where we're going to have production on the barbell. This is where we have to set how many and what, and they're going to be slowly assembled. We only have one line right now. Yeah, you can add a second line. No, you can't add a second line yet anyway. This is where they're going to be assembled and produced. We need a design to start with to start doing all this stuff. Next, it's a warehouse of everything. Oh my, next, what we've got. Next we've been dropped off at the tank farm. Yes, where we're going to test drive how this whole thing works. 4 tanks we can charge. Put 1 administrator on this thing and test drive. This is just testing the various developments of the engineers here, and this is the test drive. This is where we're going to race our tanks. That's it. We've looked at the menus. Not much has changed. Almost nothing has changed, but maybe that's not a bad thing. Alright, let's go to the first design. Let's start making tanks. This one's already done. Yeah, create a new one. No need to create a new one. Well, let's go in this one. Let's go for now. Okay, this thing was written to me last time in the comments. For going over trenches, I couldn't figure out what the wheels on the back were, but the knowledgeable people explained. So, we've got one hole, we've got this one, we've got the engine, we've got this one, we've got the caterpillar, we've got one ready, we've got the lug. Well, basically, that's it. We've got everything, one thing at a time. So now we're going to assemble from what we have. We're going to stick the same one on the other side. And here's a cannon. Here's a cannon. Well, on top of that is a machine gun. And on top of that is a machine gun. And on the front, yeah, on the front is a machine gun. That's it. We've got the components, the crew, and we've got 2 gunners. It turns out 1 machine gunner. So we need 3 gunners, yeah. Although actually, it says over there, you can fit 10 men in, but that's probably what happened there. Yikes. Switch. Okay, tank commander. Onward, onto 2 guns, and... I'm doing it wrong, because right here it's signed, commander, and here it's driver. Okay, we've got a loader, we've got another loader here, another loader here. That's who we can put in those positions. That's it, I got it. Meh, here's one we have. Here's one we've got, and there's plenty of others to go around. So we take 3 riflemen, 1, 2, 3, on each gun and on the machine gun. And we'll put a loader under each gun. You probably don't need a loader under the machine gun. He'll throw the ribbon there himself. Then 3 mechanics to repair the whole thing on the fly. That's the way we do it. That's it. What's that? That's nothing. No, like that's nothing. That's ammunition. You can't have 2 of the same. And we don't have any others. Well, and a machine gun, yeah. And fuel. Can I get 2 in the machine gun? No, you can't. And paint it with some paint to make it pretty. Well, there you go. That's it, right? That's what the button to switch the camera is for. It's a beauty. It just turned out beautiful. Mark 1 MK1. Let it be called that. We'll keep it. Save. Cipher 10. 15,000 it's going to cost. Clone. And cloning to remake something in there. Let's go into production. So, let's do one. And we'll test it. Contracts. 0 on the stock 0. Never mind. Let me produce the tank. Well, they won't let me produce the tank. 0 iron. There's iron. The tank doesn't know how to control the mat. It's not going to show up right. I wonder if it's the last one, or a step idea to sing at the agency on cardboard. You can turn it on so the camera spins. Well, super, of course. What's wrong with our tank? Crew comfort 6. Safety -1. More shooters than necessary. More mechanics than necessary. The thickness of the armor. That's it. That's the design now. Now our engineers are going to make it. And it's going to go from a draft to a normal into something. 20 people we have participating there. 60 days it will take to make a tank, now with the engineers. Okay, ready to go. Well, this is the enclosure that we used. We need to invent something different here. Something that we can then apply. Let's see some machine gun. That's the finished one. Ah, here we go. Actually, machine gun parts, right? But then again, there's nothing. All right, we'll go back here then. Where you can manage time. Something's not keeping time. Here we go. More tanks are required. Remember, it's happened before, no? Oh, that was a classified report. There's going to be a barbell. Everyone is aware now that tanks are required. Tanks are required. Let's go look at the contracts. Maybe there are contracts already in place. No, there are no contracts yet. Okay, let's keep spinning. Don't forget to invest in new components. Well, let's go to the new components. Let's invest. What's wrong with the old components? Before wasting resources on new component, but no, it doesn't. And here you can make 2 towers instead of 1 healthy one. You can make 2 small ones, under a bunch of machine guns. Let's better take steel, I think. More resistance, better armor. Now we're going back. Spinning time. We need to ramp up our production. Build additional lines. Those extra lines haven't even been completed yet. Not a single tank has been built yet. Already building lines. This is the tutorial on this difficulty is questionable to me. And now the tutorial is going to force a build. All in every building, so that we go into every building and learn how to. We're gonna end up going to 0 right now. Because anything that has to do with expanding production, that has to be done to the needs of the market. As soon as there's a big demand for tanks, then we'll have to expand it all. It's just not the right thing to be doing right now. That's why you don't have to do everything. Here they want us to put in an additional assembly line. We don't even have the first one busy yet. And what's not busy hasn't even started yet. Okay, we're not going to be the ones. We're not going to do that. So, 25 days before steel was invented, Boots, Japanese cat, jumped in. And 22 days to create the design. Those are the 2 numbers we're following. Okay, let's get you out of here with your tutorial. You're a pain in the ass already. Build a fire station. Alright though, let's go build a fire station. Alright, you got it. 60,000, wow! And it's going to take 60 days to build. Alright, we'll build the fire station actually. Because after all, we're going to be working with gunpowder here, of all things. We're going to build that. You got it. He's going to be in the new house, by the way. When it's not just a sign you got there that says you have a fire station, and here it's really going to show that there's a fire station. Well, what creepy models. Alright, let's keep rolling. At least produce at least 1 tank. Some kind of secret report again. Got some company, huh? Competitor. You could hire a cool administrator. Okay, well, our balance sheet just flew out. We've got less than 700,000 in there already. But let's go look in this building in administration. How much does it cost to hire? Okay, that's not where it's done. This is where it's made. 4,200 he wants to. What are you going to give us? 30% will reduce the cost per person hour. The cost of production will drop for us. That's cool. Come on, let's hire you. We'll arrive in 5 days. And let's go see the balance. By the way, while we're at it, I thought somehow this was going to open up. There's no way it's going to open. Straight 637,000 to go. So, with money, it's sad already, but that's what it was supposed to be. Alright, let's go back. Waiting for the first tank of our own. At least 4, 3, 2, 1 already. Finished design. The administrator has arrived. Now we have to put the administrator somewhere. Well, this is where we're going to put the administrator. Since he's reducing the cost of production, that's where we put him. Get to work. And go into production. There it is, production. Defects. 17 defects. On our tank. Holy cow, that's what we put together. That's what we put together. We're gonna fix the defects now then. The commander's visibility is limited. How do we fix it? How do we fix it? Okay, we're not going to fix anything. We're going to produce. Here we are. We're finally putting our first tank on the line and starting to produce. We need one, don't we? Well, actually, we'll have one in 4 days. Here we go. Okay, laborers at the most. It's gonna cost us 15,000. Alright, let's build the first tank. Yay! Then we're gonna steal it. Then we'll do it like this. No, yeah, we'll do it like this. Steel. They invented steel. Stop. And the tank is ready. All right. A new design invented by our competitors. Okay, we need to do what? Right here first, right? Test it out. Test our tank. 17,000 to test it. Well, what do we do? Come on, okay. 26 days. That's more frustrating. Well, what can you do? All right, let's run the test. Let's investigate further. So the steel has been investigated. Medium hulls. These are the rhomboids we had, and this one we're going to have medium. Well, not so docile, of course, actually. Maybe it's better in the cannon. Although these will probably be cheaper to produce, let's get a new hull. We're gonna make a new hull. Let's go study it. We're gonna make smaller tanks. It would be cheaper to produce them, and that one can be very, very expensive. So the trail is not running, it's sitting here doing nothing whether to make a tank account 8 question. Contract no, okay, we're not doing anything, we're waiting for the new tanks, but can we? This administrator must be moved and he's busy. No, you can't. Okay, then we'll just keep spinning. The development of the tank thought continues, so the tractor factory has decided it's now a tank factory. 16 days! So, but it's already Palama. Next month we'll have the tests finished. But some kind of account where we can see what it is. I thought it was gonna show something fixed, something broken, or there's something figured out for tests like that just passed the test fine. We gave the money away, and now maybe we just need to find it somewhere. No, there's a process going on here, and it's not. Well. It's all the same here. Like this. Like. Fix the defect. Here we go. Let's start fixing the defects. Well corrected, ran a test finding out defects. Well corrected defect, no released into test. You can't do it all at once either. You have to tick each one separately. 500 each is kind of okay. It's no big deal. Clearing all defects. So 4 more C's sticking out. We're playing, we're cleaning up, and we're cleaning up this one too. Oh. Don't have to raise sleep, it's recorded nothing, so it stays straight. That's how it turns out. Let's circus over here and go back and check it out. Yeah, all the defects are gone. Let's go for a test drive now. That we've been hitting the finished ones with hammers. Let's go test drive the tank. Oh, you can drive it. That's funny. No, you can't. You can drive a tank. For fun. But here it's beautifully drawn and the grass is normal and the rocks are normal. target in some kind of shoot? Not just any target, I guess. 30 points. Going points. Type in 300 points. And there's the targets, by the way. And there's the targets. Go ahead and stop by. Why isn't it this? Why do I only have one gun all the time? Fires and the other one doesn't. Ah, with a deuce. Didn't hit it. And here for time, by the way. Time's running out. That's a long recharge. We're gonna need a quicker reload, obviously. Actually, I probably shouldn't have fired the cannon. Kind of people, I guess I should have to come up here first. Come on, turn around. And then the machine guns, to kill them, that's it. Here, yeah, that's where you should have. Wasted time. Okay, 75 points already. Let's keep going. That's the element that's been added after the demo. No way! We can't have a tank like that. Crush it! Logs! Well, point it out, and you can point that way. Come on! Come on! Come on! Okay, here we go. We're gonna have to hit the tank with a cannon, no matter what. Hit it! I don't know, I guess. Let's do it again, just to be sure. Yeah, hit it right off the bat. Nothing's changed. Turn it around. 100 points. Out of 300 there is. Okay, over there. I see another tank. And machine guns. Can we? And the machine gun is only on top. With the whole Tavernum corpus. Because it takes a long time to point. Bingo! Machine gun mode down. Man, he can't even mow a tree. Crush it. No way. It's kind of like this. What kind of tank is that can't crush wood? And okay, there's going to be a tree of some sort. A century-old pine tree was. Going the wrong way, I think. I mean, he's obviously not going to get through. These are real bushes. Okay, because there's a log over there. That's so thin, it didn't make sense. 6 minutes we still have. 170 points. Okay. Well, it's funny, actually. But it feels like right here, part of the time. Developers spent make tank simulator. Where to go next? Whereas, it's kind of like economic strategy should have been. Since she's a Tigan, is called unfold it. Oh, okay, don't unfold it. Oh shit, I didn't hit it with the cannon. Then turn it around. And a machine gun. Axis. Can't hit. Into anyone. Not enough angle on him. Alright, let's go. Hurry, hurry, hurry. That's bullshit in general. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, that's it. I'm stuck. Come on. Yeah, how about that? Tank we've just got here. You're treating it. You're not hitting it. Just Shigma at least nail somebody. 220 points. You don't get much for these devils. Let's just crush it. You can't just crush it. Well, you can't, but it doesn't count. Oh, that's it. We're out of ammo, by the way. That's the fun of it. Come on, point blank range with a gun then. Yeah, turn it around. All right, come on, starboard cannon. Ouch, starboard doesn't want to set up. Back it up, back it up. How clumsy is this machine? Now I'm going to aim from here. You got it, don't you think? No, I didn't. It's not that easy. Okay, where do we go from here? Through a hole in the wall, I guess. Let's go. 3 minutes to go. We've got 75 more points. No, not through a hole in the wall. Well, that's the end of the track, actually. I guess this is where they should have just shot everybody, and that's it. Well, come on. Let's try to shoot these ones again then. All right, starboard, he yells, past. He. Without comment, people will write that I'm crooked, but it actually rides like this, not very smoothly. It jerks back and forth. And there's like a red circle like I'm aiming, but I still didn't hit it. And here's the second time I hit it. Well, I think I got it right, and then I missed it again. But you don't get a lot of points for those. And the accuracy of our cannon is so-so. It's going left and right. Let's twist it a little bit. Okay, 240. Let's move on. 2 minutes to go. Man, that video card is getting warm. That's just brutal. It's like a heat wave. I'm getting heat from the system. So there's a lot of optimization going on here. That's it. We can't get over that hurdle. We should turn around, probably backwards. Yeah, with these wheels right here. I mean, they're specifically for getting over trenches, but we can't turn around in that. In this narrow trench, yeah, we're gonna try to slip through again. Oh, it worked, by the way. This time. 1 minute, 270 points, almost. Come on, finish. 285. No, not yet finish. Just a little bit more. Right there, the finish should be there by now. Yay, tinny, of course. "13 out of 15 waypoints. I missed somewhere. 2 points. I don't know. 17 out of 20 for easy targets. That's infantry. Yeah, and 2 tanks. So I missed 2 tanks somewhere, and there he is standing over there. Yeah, I missed him, and I missed someone else somewhere. Okay. Tested our first tank. We can produce and sell, but we need contracts for that. We won't just produce because nobody wants to buy. So what? Just now waiting for someone to order something from us. Maybe here in engineering we can try something. What we need. We don't have a very accurate cannon yet. How do we figure out how do we make it more accurate? Optics. Can we attach optics? No. Modifications. This is our current, finished, so new. We don't have any options here to make it better, no modifications, no components, so we need to explore all of that first, so we don't have anything to do here yet either. We're waiting for orders. The middle hull is ready. The new tank is invented. We've already invented tanks. Okay, this is where we're gonna look for firepower. There's a new machine gun. And that's a naval cannon, turns out to be on it. There's new ammunition. There are tracers. There's a cannon. The other cannon. The other cannon is a long way off. Well, let's go through these then. To the new cannon. Rumors of a new design. Okay, well, it's not all that important right now. We need somebody to buy something because there's 500,000 left. Secret information. Victory will belong to those who puts up a 75mm cannon. But we still have to research it. Or we've already put it in. What kind of gun do we have? Where are our engineers? We could do a design with medium-sized cases. But really, it's not clear. Okay. I don't want to do a second design right now because they're not buying the first one either. Time wants to be spent scrolling through the timer and getting at least one order. But well, they won't give us that. Well, let's go to the machine guns. Let's slowly run for the new cannon. Here now begins the creation of the tank corps. The first tank battalion should consist of 20 tanks. Let's go to contracts and see what you want. We've only got one. What's that you won't let me pick it? Prick. That's it. Picked it. Sports didn't close. What's the competition there? For 108,000, they're offering the Hector Mk1. Defense, firepower, maintainability. Contract details. 540,000 we're going to get. And 308 points. Well, 308 points, that's kind of okay. The requirements of the contract. Security. Okay, I was wrong to poke right into the tank. You can't clean it up. But apparently, this one requirements, and this is our tank. I mean, you didn't have to be ziffed. Clean up. 17 there, or how many we have efficiencies, because it could have gone wrong, and the cost would have been lower. But nevertheless, we go everywhere around here. We have. Okay, so the price for one tank, they want For 100,000 we can find out. Their offer for their tank. It's what they're charging us. 108,000 for us to win. Anyway, in the bidding, we're gonna cheat. But we won't. We don't have that much money to do that. 27,000. For a tank we can. For the tank, what's our cost of production for the tank? Where our production is. And here's our production. 15,000 will be the cost of our tank for 27. Is proposed to sell. All right, for 27. So for 27, let's not get in the way here. Nothing. Let it be 27, and we'll make money that way. 20 tanks. How much production do we have? Of the tank, 4 days it's been. Now, if we launch, 21 in stock, 19 more. Okay, 58 days. Is that enough resources? Iron, 17,000 out of 19. Well, basically, we got just enough resources for the first contract. 12 out of 14 for actions. Well, actually, yeah, all our resources are gone. 58 days. Back to the contract. Checking. 58 days. 2 months we need. October, November, December. December 24th, we can turn everything in, and they want it in January. We can do it faster. All right, we'll keep 3 days to spare. You never know. I don't get it. Why are we minus 800 points? Oh, because the tank fell off, I see. That's it, 350. And here's where I think we also... Yeah, we get extra points for promising to do it all faster. There's going to be a 22,000 penalty for every tank not delivered. We'll drop it. Cards of some sort can still be applied. For the price increase, it'll probably be... Yeah, it doesn't roll at all. Okay, let's drop some more then. That's it. Let's take the contract. Let's start the tanks. Here we go. We're finally getting production going. All right, we're gonna crank the timer to maximum and wait. What? Ours was turned down? Come on, no way. Yeah, we were turned down. Oh man, we should have spent 180,000, Tolia, 180,000 to look at the competitor's proposal, because now, when the next contract will be, it's unclear and we only have nothing left. Why did they turn us down? Because our competitor offered a better one. Bah! We'll be clear. What's the condition? Well, that he'll be a better percentile. Okay, I thought it would show how much better. No, no. On guns. We can get over here. We can get over here. We can bypass the tracers and follow the cannon. After this ammunition, we'll get into this cannon, for example. So again, diplomatic agreement. Well, there's no contracts yet, and we're running out of money. And it's possible that it's already a loss because the first contract probably wasn't allowed. Because there's no money left in diplomatic agreements. And we made our 19 tanks. Yeah, 20 tanks. If we had 20 tanks, we could say right off the bat we're in favor. Two days and maybe we would have won. Maybe we should have made plans beforehand. If we lose now, then next time we'll do it right away. We'll produce 20 tanks at once. Therefore, expect no contracts and we'll just wait for the balance 30,000 a little bit more and sell the new 75 meter. Again, the war has started on well now, the contracts are going to go, we have to sell our 20 tanks urgently. Attempt. No contracts. Battle has begun. Minus 80,000, but next month will be the last month before we're done. That's how it started. That someone is developing something out there, which is great, but we can't produce it now. Contract is it doesn't show up. Well, by the way, you can take a peek. Although our tanks aren't participating there, that's for me to see. The 26th, so here's the contract, or we are now. Either we get a share, or we get to get in a hole as many tanks as we need, and we need 23 tanks. Come on! 20! No, number 20, not 23 tanks. How long do we need to produce 3 more tanks? We'll have 3 more tanks in 10 days. We'll run out of money before then. But we can make it 10 days. And we don't have enough resources to get a loan. Okay, next episode already, because that's it. Series is starting to clock, and why we're going to do a series, we're going to take credit for that. Write comments, put likes, thanks for watching and bye.
И пока.